In this video, we're back to travel. And this time we're going to talk about live music while on the road. Follow along. Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located, and thanks for watching. I am currently at, I believe, 996 subscribers. It's been a year and 3 months since I began in Medellin, Colombia. I expect to be at 1,000 by this weekend, just watching the numbers daily. Thank you for everybody who's taken the time to go down and hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't, let me go ahead and remind you that if you like travel videos, if you want to learn a little bit about travel, whether to Medellin, Colombia, or to Guatemala and Antigua and Lake Atitlan, or Vietnam, or Philippines, or wherever else I'm going to head to next, follow along. Take a second, go down and hit the subscribe button and click the bell to be alerted of any new videos. So, to music. So after that, of course, I've already typed in live music LA, and there was a band, I had no idea who they were. It was called the Tony Royster Band. I didn't know who he was. Turns out he's a drummer, and he was good. He had just been on David Letterman like a couple nights before. Oh, he had been on there when he was a kid also. He's like a child prodigy, but I didn't know. But it's at the Sayers Club. I think there's only 3 or 4 Sayers Clubs. There's one in Vegas too. Forget the name of the hotel, but I've been in that one also. But this was live. It's a small little venue. There's couches and a couple of chairs off to the side. It may not hold 100 to 120 people total. So it was like the hip crowd. I felt blessed to be inside. Let me tell you, it's one of those nights I walked in, I was like, whoa, what is this? And then the band cranked up and I was like, oh. So here's number 5. It's the Tony Royster Band. By the way, I'm only going to play a little bit of each one, and then I'm going to put a bunch of music at the end. So if you want to hear it, I'm going to link to my playlist for live music if you want to hear any more. But take a look. This is the Tony Royster Band at the Sayers Club in Hollywood, California. That was live. It was live that night. Let me tell you, that was number 5, okay? The Tony Royster Band, out of my top 5 travel live music experiences. Let's put it that way. So number 4, and it was difficult to pick which ones I like because there's so many I like that didn't even make this top 5. But number 4 would have to be, and I don't know the names of the bands of this one. This one was last year. When we were in London. It was a reggae bar. I'm going to find the name. It'll be below the name of the club. But it's in downtown London in the United Kingdom. And let me tell you, this venue was nice because we were 3 rows from the front And you'll see the parents end up sitting in front of us and the girls off to the side were actually the other singers, and they were singing along and watching their phone. The acoustics were good. The music was good. The drinks were good. The food, man, we didn't have one good meal, I don't think. We had one good meal. Even fish and chips in London. Everything just bland. And I hate to say this, but it was almost like Colombia. No seasoning, no salt. But this was, and I forget the name of the place, I'll leave it down below, and I'm going to show a clip of, I think, 3 or 4 different artists, and then I'll let it play towards the end of this video again, too. You're going to want to hear more of it, but they were good. This is London Reggae. Check it out.
With their guns, spare parts, and money, trying to belittle our integrity now. They say what they know, hey, that's what they teach us. They're so ignorant, I mean it, and they I love the vibes, I love the spice, I love the passion you bring. The way you smile, the way you retire, the way you take care of yourself. In every way you made my day, you know I want you for myself. I see it in your eyes that it's me, it's only me. That love is a baby, hot like a fire, my heart's desire, you pretty like a fire. Yeah, brown skin.
This is one of those, that was one of those where you could actually hear the bass in the recording. Normally, and because my next ones you'll hear, you cannot tell, you can hear the music, you can hear the band, but you cannot feel that bass. And let me tell you something, that's when you know you're at a good venue, when that bass just boom, 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 boom. Oh, so to number 3. Number 3 was in Seattle. I think it was at a place called the White Rabbit. There were a couple of different venues side by side, but it was a band called Marmalade Jams. And again, I was there on business. I was back and forth between Vancouver, Portland, Seattle. I think I was there for a week. I used to do my trips from Monday through Friday. So at nighttime, I had to find something to do, live music. So I knew where the venues were in Seattle because I'd been there a couple times before. Man, let me tell you, this was difficult to pick down to number 1 because this was a night, I fell off my stool. I didn't fall and hit the ground, but I literally fell off my stool. So I can't even tell you the whole story because it's that good. It was just a good night. Let me just leave it at that. So I'm sitting at the bar. I go there early because I always want a seat. So I'm there at like 9:30 when they open or whatever time. And, we're sitting at the bar. Big dude sits next to me. Looks like Kris Kringle. Never forget it. He ends up introducing me to the band. I order, that menu sucked. It had like tater tots and pizza I had to order, but I was hungry. So I was taking whatever. I'd eaten chips. But so I'm sitting there eating And he's telling me about the band and how they start. The DJ's real good, and the dude's walking around with a big rabbit suit. I never got that. It was called a white rabbit. So dude's literally like dancing the big head and the whole full body like a rabbit. I don't get it. But the band was eclectic funk is what I want to call it. And I barely have 8 seconds of this. I'm going to, hopefully I'll find more from my YouTube, but even what I posted, something happened to the video and you cannot hear it all. But the horn section, so what he told me was the DJ starts playing and then the horn starts playing in, and you cannot tell when the DJ stopped and the band starts. And then they just rip the whole night. There are no songs. It's like Gogo, and they just rip. They just jam. They just jam from one to another. I don't even think they took a break. The beat kept going like Gogo. And so I'm up dancing, and man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So I got girls around me dancing. This club, I'm like, this is my spot now when I come here. And I needed to fly out, by the way. My flight was, I think, at 7 o'clock, which means I need to be there at 5. And I'm on the north side of SeaTac, and I need to go south to pick up my luggage and then get to the airport. Mind you, it's 10 o'clock now. And the band starts playing. This may sound strange, but I've always heard when God's coming, you hear trumpets playing. Whatever. It was so intense and pristine. When the horn started playing, I fell off my stool. I mean, my jaw was on I literally thought God was coming out. I know they should have made number 1 since God was coming out, but he didn't end up showing that night. At least, well, he gave me the God experience, let me tell you. The horn section was so intense. It's 4 or 5 of these guys. I have another video I'm going to show them too. Just a brief section of them playing so you get an idea as to who they are and how they sound. But man, get this 8 seconds right here. When they started cranking, it was like a train. This music was so, I danced. They took a break. I was like, oh my God. I just couldn't wait so I'm sitting outside, get to hang. He introduced me to the band. I'm outside hanging with the band. Then they come back in, they play another set. Now it's midnight, 1 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I got a long drive down to pick up my luggage and head back to the airport. I ended up walking down the street on one of their breaks and hearing live reggae. So then I go hear a set of reggae, and I'm like, oh man, I need to go. Well, let me walk back past the White Rabbit again, and next set has started, so I'm jamming again. So long story short is it's like 3 o'clock. When I put this on Facebook, I entitled it Sleepless in Seattle, because I got no sleep. But this is the band. It's called Marmalade Jams. I don't know if they're still together or what, but they play at another place. This is called the Sea Monster, which is, well, it was there. I don't know about now because of the virus, but this one is called Marmalade Jams in Seattle. Check them out. Oh man, that was a good night. So I'm down to the last 2. So number 2, let me set this up. I am in Vancouver, Canada. I have to take trains, buses, and a cab. Well, took a cab from the hotel to the train, and train, and then I think I walked. It was in Chinatown. It was in Chinatown in Vancouver. Anyone who's been to Vancouver knows that it's a very liberal country. Canada is a very liberal country, and Vancouver is no different. So I decided to walk from the train. I looked it up on maps, and I could see where the place was. I'm walking past the street, and oh my God, I had never seen anything like this before. It was an open air drug market, and it was no hiding. It wasn't like they were in the alley. This was like a full street or two. I was like, man, where did I just walk through? I mean, you see people tying up I never seen anything, till this day, I've never seen anything like that. But anyway, on to the place. So first band plays, and I'm going to show you a little bit of the first band. They play, and well, here's the first band. Check them out. Okay, so here's they did okay, and with the Columbus or whatever it's called, the second band comes up, and they're getting better. Okay, so I think, okay, maybe I'm in the right spot. Okay, check them out. Okay, now on to the band. This is my number 2. They are called Giraffe Aftermath, and I believe they broke up like a year after I saw this. This was their CD release. So it's like Rastas were there, and white people, and black people, and Asian, and Jamaican, and African. Canada is like what you would think the U.S. is. It is a melting pot. And let me tell you, they love reggae up there too. So Giraffe Aftermath, the guy introduces himself. I'm going to show you just a little bit of it right here. And then if you want to hear more, I'm going to play more of their tracks at the end. I actually have the CD, but I can't find them anywhere. I would fly out there to hear them live again. The sound system was like, man, if you hear me ever in any of my videos, I'm like, oh, incredible. So this is Giraffe Aftermath. And this is in Chinatown in Vancouver, BC. Check them out. Yeah, so that was live. So on to number 1. So this one, I'm like, I want to go. I'll put out, I want to hear some Gogo. I'm laying in bed, and all of a sudden, something popped up from Pledge Music. Never heard of Pledge Music. Some app, or I don't even know if I had the app. It pops up, and it's like Chuck Brown All-Star Band. This is after Chuck Brown passed away. If you're familiar with Chuck Brown and Gogo in Washington, D.C., it's an urban percussion banging beat. And nice horn section and bass lines and shout outs on the microphone. But so I see them, and it's like, okay, do you want to go to Atlanta or you want to go to DC? So I choose Atlanta, and it's like you get 2 tickets, but it was just me, and it was like the next week. So I had to get flight plans, and it's easy. You can fly on Southwest from Houston to Atlanta really quick. So long story short is I'm there. I forget the name of this place, but it's like up off of Peachtree in Midtown. And this was the Chuck Brown All-Star Band live. I had backstage passes, so I got to go under the stage. It was a little route. Now I went out ahead of time, you know, before it started in the theater, and I'm talking to people because people came down from DC. So I'm talking to brothers from DC. I hope this guy, he still watches my channel from DC. He had in a Redskins jersey. We hit it off. They didn't know who I was. I mean, they didn't expect to see me on stage because I'm the only person on stage off to the side. This is after meeting Sweet Cherie, the entire band. Who else was there? Let me clear my throat. Thinking I can't think of his name. Below again. DJ Cool. So he was there in place of Chuck's voice that night, or one of the people anyway. So I had a few drinks out there that night. But by the time I get to the stage, it is live. You'll hear me off to the side going, "Oh, I love my life. I love my life." I could not believe I was having this experience. This is my #1 live music travel experience. It was in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's the Chuck Brown All-Star Band live. And you'll see Sweet Cherie off there. She's playing the keyboard. Oh man, what a good night. Check this out. Again, I'm just going to show you a little bit of it. And then at the end, I'll play more of the videos that I have from it. So check this out. Chuck Brown All-Star Band live, Atlanta, Georgia. Check it out.
How y'all feel? Y'all feel all right? Y'all ready to have a good time? Say hell yeah! Say hell yeah! What I want y'all to do right now, I want y'all to do this favor. We are Chuck Brown Band. So what I want y'all to do right now is, I want y'all to make Chuck feel it right now. I want y'all to say, "Wind me up, Chuck." Say what now? Wind me up, Chuck. Say what now? Wind me up, Chuck. Do what now? Wind me up, Chuck. Say what now? Wind me up, Chuck. See what now? Wind me up, Chuck. Do what? Do what?
My life. I love my life. Oh, this was cool. Anytime you get to hang out with the band, just like in Seattle, it's like a good night, okay? And being backstage and knowing a little back route and having my little badge, you know, because they go, "You can't come," and I go, "Oh no." They go, "Oh, okay." Like I'm part of the band. I'm the only one there. And I have my camera and I am living my life to its fullest. I've had some of the greatest experiences, man. I don't know if you listen to rock, but I've heard Rush live. When I heard Tom Sawyer, man, I was like losing my mind. Frankie Beverly live. Let's see, Charlie Puth last year. I love reggae, so Tribal Seeds, Revolution, for Kool and the Gang, Barkays, Alicia Keys. I mean, pick it. I've been all around, and wherever I am, doesn't matter in the world, I'm going to hear some live music. Puerto Rico too, man. I heard a band at the San Juan Hotel in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Oh my God. I love horn sections. But anyway, thank you for watching. Again, I'm going to play those videos that I spoke of, and I'm going to play the videos for the top 5 a little bit more extensively. I may have to cut them out. Man, YouTube is hard on the brother. Let me tell you, they will slap you with a copyright infringement real quick. So I may have to do a couple like really short, and then the ones I don't think they're going to do, I'll do a little bit longer. Anyway, thanks for watching. These are my top 5 travel experience, live music experiences. I have more videos to come. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe. Subscribe right down below. Subscribe. Subscribe. Thanks to everybody. I should be at 100 by the time this goes on, baby, by this weekend. Thank you all. Oh, yeah, baby. Backstage. What? This is what it looked like from the stage, baby.
Everybody who know what the shrimp boat is.
Oh, hell no.
Please comment and share if you liked the video.
We have a YouTube channel, like it.
Please subscribe and kick the bell.